My relationship has just ended with a disappointment, and I don't know what to do. I feel like everything is meaningless, like nothing makes sense anymore. I feel like I'm worthless, I'm not enough. What do I do? If you are in that position, you've just come out of a relationship and then you feel as if nothing makes sense to you, then this video has found you at the right time. You need to hear this. So, one of the things that makes disappointment or heartbreak very difficult to handle is because of the vision, the picture that you build with a person, especially men. Men, we tend to do this. When you start dating someone, you begin to envision how the future will be like. You have planned in your mind, you see your family, you see your kids, you see how your life will look like with that person. So when the relationship ends or you are disappointed in that situation, people struggle to believe or struggle to let go, not because they don't accept what the person has done or this is not working, but what we hold on to often is the vision, the dream, the life that we built in our mind with that person. So if you don't learn to let go of that, it will become difficult. And sometimes people even tend to stay in abusive or toxic relationships because of that vision, because of that picture in their mind. In their mind, this is the person. In their mind, they have kids, they have a beautiful life. But on the ground, in reality, the relationship is not working. So that's another thing that you need to look at and to analyze. Let go of the vision that you have built in your mind with that person. It's not difficult, it's not easy, it's very difficult, but in order for you to heal, in order for you to move on, you have to let go of that vision that you have built in your mind with that person. The other thing is that when a relationship ends, when you are in a relationship and you start a relationship with someone, you feel and think this is the one, this is the person. I've never felt a love like this. And especially if it's a first relationship that you are in, it will feel like this is the person. There is no other thing. I'm telling you, there is always another person. If that person goes, then that person is not the one. The one is the person that stays with you. The one is the person that is willing to work things with you, that is willing to put in the work, to commit, to develop, to grow together, understand and fulfill the vision and purpose which you two have. That is the one. That's the one. Now, if the person decides to go with another person, decides to just mistreat you and not value you, not value your presence, not value a relationship with you, then that's not the one. No matter how much you love that person, you need to understand that that person is not the one. The one is the person that is willing to go with you, is the person that is willing to make the relationship work with you. So that is also important for you to understand. And you fall in love, and you fall in love again. It's not the end. You need to realize that you fall in love again, and it will just be even much more beautiful as that relationship was. It may be difficult to understand the words that I'm saying right now if you are in such a state, but I want you to understand that that's the truth. That is the truth. So the next thing that you need, because most of the things that I'm talking about right now has to do with the mindset. So you need to understand that the best is yet to come. There is another person. You meet another person, and that person will be even better than the one that you had. So you need to just encourage yourself with that word, especially when you submit to God's purpose for your life. You need to realize that the better one, God will give you the better, someone better than the one who has left you, than the one who has hurt you. I know in that moment it is very difficult. I've been in a situation like that. So you need to get that in your mind, that a better one is coming. Now, here is another thing. Let me tell you a story. So at one point, I had this friend of mine. He was disappointed by this young lady, and he ended up drinking alcohol to the point that you almost died because of over drinking. Now, in that situation, in the morning after he came out of the hospital, because he even went to the hospital, he was taken to the hospital. When he came out, I started reprimanding him. I rebuked him harshly. No, you shouldn't do that just for a person. By then, I had not experienced a disappointment. I had not experienced a heartbreak. So I started reprimanding him harshly. You know, you are responsible for your life, all this and that. Later on, when I went through a disappointment, when I went through a heartbreak, I understood why that guy did that. Though I wasn't I'm not agreeing with what he went to do, but I admit how difficult it can be to overcome or to heal from a heartbreak. So, one of the things, another thing that you should do if you are in that situation, I understand it's very hard, it's very difficult, nothing makes sense anymore. In that situation, you need to draw more, or you need to draw more to God, more closer to God. Like for me, when that happened, it was it was more like a shock to me. So what I did is that I started praying more. I started doing more prayer and fasting. I entered into the Word of God, and it helped me not to develop bitterness towards that person and towards women in general, because I drew near to God. And the last thing that I would want to share in this video is that lean into your purpose. Lean into your purpose. Your purpose is more important than any relationship, because any relationship that you enter into, and even if it's an intimate relationship, you are looking towards, like forward to getting married. If that relationship doesn't support God's purpose for your life, then it's not worth it. So focus on your purpose. Focus on your purpose, and don't make any relationship in your life more important than God's purpose for your life, because that's the reason why you two are even together, if you are still together. So purpose is more important. You need to realize that purpose is more important. Purpose is what brought even that person to you. So if you are going through that and you don't know what to do, nothing makes sense anymore, I want you to know, yes, in the beginning it will be hard, it's painful, but you have to let go of the vision with that person that you have built in your mind. And then the other thing is that you have to understand that even the better one, God is going to give you someone better. And you also need to understand that you will fall in love again, and it will even be even more beautiful than the one that you had. Lean into your purpose, draw closer to God. And also, one last thing, you need to talk to people. Find people that you can confide in, people who just be able to listen to you. Sometimes in that situation, what you need is not an advice or someone just telling you, encouraging you. Sometimes you need to talk to someone. Just find someone who can listen, who can take time to listen to you, even as you explain. You repeat the same things, talk about the same things. If you have such people around you who you can share, you might not have one person. You can have even different kind of friends. You go to this one, you just talk about it. Even to the next one, you may talk about even the same thing, but just that act of you talking about it helps with the healing. But it is important for you to realize that it's not the time that heals, it's what you do in the time that will help you to heal. So these are some of the tips that I think would help you if you are in that situation. You've just lost a relationship, you are disappointed, you are heartbroken, and you don't know what to do. You can just take advantage of the information that I've shared with you. Thank you so much for watching. If you find value in this video, kindly subscribe, leave a comment to just your thoughts on what I've said, and even some of the advice that you used. If you went through the same things, just share the tips of what you did and what helped you in that season. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. God bless you.